No Jim Crow today, y'all. No Jim Crow today.
Oh.
Good luck. Good luck.
Welcome to the Then and Now pod, where we beat niggas up, feeling super like Zod. Hot fire bars come off the top, hitting hard like A-Rod. How y'all doing today, my brothers? It's your boy Charlie of the Then and Now podcast. We have another.
Play, Charlie?
Oh no, those are off the dome, my boy. Don't test me like that. I spit super hot fire, bro. I've been doing this, but y'all better ask about me. I'm Googleable now. Come on now. Anyway, how y'all boys feeling? You doing all right?
We know we can Google Charlie Wilson. Yes, we are very aware that
Google.
we can do that.
Mixtapes on the way. Brother E, how you feeling, man?
I was just enjoying the show. I was letting y'all do your thing. Not even gonna interfere at all. I'm good, man. I'm good. I finished up a big old project for a big old thing. I'm feeling good. I'm getting ready to go get some food from a very nice non-racist place or racist place. I don't care. As long as they have food, I'll take it.
We talk about Jim Crow, and then all of a sudden he don't care about racism in his
we
food.
did.
He don't care about racism in his food now.
I didn't say that at all.
Said no
I
Jim
just
Crow.
said
Like that was the mantra to start the show. No Jim.
Apparently it is. We can't. It's bad luck for us not to say that at the beginning or somewhere in the show. Apparently it is.
Brother Lelouch, how you feeling, my boy?
I'm good. I'm over here torching the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2K, as well as commentating with my brothers here. So I'm in a good mood right now.
For anybody wondering, the gameplay we have in the background is a game called Vampire that came out, I think, 2-ish years ago. Pretty good game, vampire game, and it is to reference what we're going to be talking about today. First up, because brother Ethan has had all kinds of things keeping him from watching this film, we're probably not going to get around to doing a full review on it. So we're going to discuss Morbius today, guys. And
now,
how
y'all can discuss Morpheus like spoiler even with that, because I do not.
You're not gonna watch it.
Do not mind.
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it for free when it's available later on, but not gonna go to theaters. Yeah.
So it'll be like 2 years after the fact. That's why we were like, let's just go ahead and talk about this shit and get it over with. He ain't gonna watch this.
It is better than either Venom movie. It is better than, I would say it's better than what's that movie that Charlie hates with Batman? The Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, I'd say it's better than that.
It's better than The Dark Knight Rises for
sure. It's better than like Iron Man 2 and 3, Thor 1 and 2. It's better than Guardians 2.
So it's funny hearing you say this, because I've actually read some of the Rotten Tomatoes reviews and seen some videos of people breaking things down, and y'all's opinion is not exactly consensus. People are saying it's got some merits to it. It's not a complete loss, but they're not championing it as much.
I mean, put it this way: think about the movies that I named and how high the bar was actually set supposedly for those.
Right.
Like these are bad movies, and it is better than those bad movies.
Right. It's better than the worst.
I think these movies have hate. People have hate boners for them. Like they can't wait for them to come out and talk bad about them. I guess as soon as Rotten Tomato scores came out, because it's weird because Rotten Tomato scores sometimes for people don't matter. But it'll be like, oh, just because they say it's bad, it's good. We'll watch it regardless. But then for certain movies like this, when the Rotten Tomato scores came out, people were like shitting on the movie they haven't seen yet. So I'm like,
that's not fair. Yeah, I'm not down with that. If you haven't seen it, I'm not shitting on the movie. I haven't seen the movie. I am shitting on Jared Leto because I know that fucker.
And he's the best part of the movie. That's crazy.
I'm not shitting.
Jared Leto in this movie is better than Jared Leto in
just like everything else.
That's not a high bar though. That's not a high bar set.
All right, okay. I'll throw a little bold one in there. He's better than I forgot his name, but he got to play Alfred in this latest Batman. He's better than him.
But you say he's better than. You're saying he's better than Andy Serkis.
You gotta play Claw, right?
You said the last. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's better than Andy Serkis in what? In which?
In Batman, in the current, the newest Batman.
False. There's no reality. I don't care what happens under the sun. May lightning hit me in my balls. I can't imagine Jared Leto being better than Andy Serkis in anything ever anywhere. I refuse to believe that or accept that.
I personally did not enjoy his outfit. I thought it was one of the lesser renditions. Personally,
that's fair. And you're allowed to think that. You are allowed to think what you want, my friend. But I cannot accept that Jared Leto, because I've seen his poultry acting as he's walking around his crutches and trying to emote like a fanboy. That's Nah, that guy would never get any of my respect. I'm sorry.
Really
I
quick,
just
Craig. Craig says it's been too long since y'all last live show. Stop playing with me. Craig, we literally do these shows the same time every week. It's like a week.
It's like
Every week. You're here every week, Craig. It's the same
I
time.
don't know what happened to Craig. I think he's in a time vortex.
It was like
He
did
said
we
he likes
miss-
Morbius, but I don't know about Craig now because Craig said he hated the Batman. I'm just like, hey, bro, I don't know how you hate this, but like this, but it is what it is.
I mean, it's to
'Cause,
each his own.
We still fuck with
there's
you, Craig.
no
We still love you, boy.
Yeah, there is no universe where the Batman is even like in the same stratosphere as this quality. Like it's significantly better.
Yeah,
Although
I mean,
my
most-
brother
most
is
people-
misled, we still love him to death.
Yeah, and there are some people that don't like the Batman. That's fine. You know, it's to each their own. And there are people that love Morbius. That's to each their own too. I'm not trying to yuck anybody's young.
I'm
but-
not in that cat. I do not love Morbius. I think it's an acceptable movie. It is
Right
a
on.
movie.
Craig says good movie, terrible Batman.
So I
Honestly,
think
I
that
think I
may be
like
that
him better than
he's-
Batman.
I think what he's saying is the
probably
movie's
my
good. He has a
favorite
problem with our
Batman.
past as Batman. Is that what he's saying? That's what it seems like he's saying.
I
Not the
think
movie
he said it's a
overall,
good
but the
movie. He just doesn't
Batman.
like. He don't like. Pattinson.
Our past. Yeah. That makes sense.
Like I mean, our patch is significantly better than Batfleck. I mean,
Our Patch-
that's not even.
Oh my God.
I mean, just keep save time. Yes.
Okay,
It's
cool. I mean, I like him better. I honestly think he was the best. I still.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm not even gonna talk about fucking Bale. I mean,
Bale's the second best. Well, not second best. I still think he's like third or fourth.
it's like
Affleck's
I was
last
like,
to me. I don't fuck with Affleck whatsoever. That's like the version of Batman.
Right.
He comes out with machine guns and shit, blowing
That
niggas
was-
up with tanks.
He was Thomas Wayne disguised as Bruce Wayne. That's what that was.
Right. Yeah. Pretty much. That was not actually Batman. But I know people
Scarface
appreciate
Batman.
how bad.
Jesus
How,
Christ.
yeah. People appreciated.
Speaking of
Ben
altered
Affleck's
versions
look.
of people, are you okay with them switching out Ezra Miller potentially for Grant Gustin in the Flash movie?
I wanted him to begin with. I don't know why they were pushing Ezra so fucking
Yeah.
bad when like that dude was there the whole time. I think honestly, I think he's one of the better things that make the Flash show work when it works.
Maybe the only thing.
Probably.
I mean, I've never liked him as the Flash ever. Like he was never my Barry Allen, but he's better than swimming through the fucking air. Because what I don't know.
Oh, the
what he
hand
called.
movements. Yeah.
Like-
Yeah. Ezra Miller. I don't know what that is.
Ezra is just, you
Bro,
can tell that man is not athletic whatsoever. Boy, that run was.
Yeah.
I feel like he had to be on an LSD trip before he decided to start doing those movements. Because like
I
just feel
agree.
like
I agree.
there's just nothing conventional or logical about moving like that while trying to
No.
go quickly. Like
There's nothing. I don't get what made them. I mean, going back before the acid trips, I'm wondering what made them decide to hire Ezra in the first place. Like, who saw that and said, "Yeah, let's go with him as our Barry Allen"? Like, how'd that come up?
It's weird. Oh yeah, it's
I
weird.
blame Zack Snyder.
I like was
I
it Gus
wonder.
Gusterson or I don't know.
Grant Gustin.
Grant Gustin. I think
Grant
Gusterson.
Gustin. Yeah, something like that.
Gusterson.
Grant Goose. Yeah. That's
Yeah, I mean,
it.
a lot of gooses and ganders. But I mean, he seems like a very standard, like white
Yeah,
boy Barry
like,
Allen,
he
pretty boy with
he
hair.
can
kinda.
be on screen and not make me cringe.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'll take him
Right.
over Ezra Miller.
To get back
Yeah,
on
it's-
topic, with Morbius.
Oh, right, the topic.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
we did have a
Um,
topic, didn't we?
let's get into just like I guess the overall. Let's get with the bad first. So we usually start with the good shit. Let's get the bad stuff out there. For me, when it comes to the story, the villain is doing that thing again that really bad hero movies do, where the antagonist is just an evil version of the protagonist. Like they have the same powers and shit,
Yes.
but they're just evil versions of them.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I feel like with the character's name is Lucy. Well, they call him what they call Moby or something. What they call him? But his name's Lucian. And in the entire up until the point where he's turned into a vampire, he's cool. Like he's a little bit of a dickhead, maybe, but he's not evil. For whatever reason, once he's a vampire, he's just a murderous asshole. I don't know what happened, why he gets so murderous all of a sudden, but he just does a 180 flip. He's just evil for the sake of being evil. They don't explain that at all.
I feel like they foreshadowed it a little bit, like with giving him his backstory, how tortured he were, and how much he always said that he was in pain and wanted to see the rest of the world hurt as much as he does, like so they could have a
When did I
taste
say
of
that?
it.
What did I have?
That was in the backstory when they were in the hospital still.
Yeah. I saw the backstory. I know he wanted. I understood the like desperateness to want to take the formula, but I don't understand the like murdering people at whim at random.
I mean, it wasn't. He wasn't just like killing people for the sake of killing people though. Like he figured out like, oh, I am hungry for blood. I'm going to take it from whoever and fuck whoever's trying to stop me from doing it.
So he didn't kill that news reporter for the sake of killing him, because he had just eaten somebody and then went to talk to him and was like, "Hey man, this guy, what do you think about Dr. Morbius?" He's like, "I don't like that dude." He's like, "Oh word, I'm eating your face."
You pissed him off.
That's what I'm like. He's killing for the sake of killing. Like the hunger thing didn't seem like a whole like he was eating plenty. If you would have said Morbius did that, I would have understood that because Morbius was fighting the urge to drink blood. Oh, spoiler free. This is spoiler. Spoiler.
No. Yeah,
For anybody,
spoilers.
I should have prefaced this with that. Like we're talking about, we're gonna have spoilers.
I think at this point, if anyone actually wanted to see this movie, they probably would have seen it by now, though.
Yeah,
right. It's been like what, a week or two.
It's been solid 2 weeks. I think
At least 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's just
But no, it's been a week because we saw it came out last weekend because I just went to see Sonic this weekend. So yeah,
this movie just feels like they were just trying to tell an origin story quick to set him up.
Mhm.
Like everything in this movie is kind of irrelevant going forward. A lot of the characters were irrelevant.
it's 100%.
They kept like foreshadowing Tyrese Gibson's character doing something big.
Tyrese, you can stop the review right there. Just say Tyrese Gibson.
I will say Tyrese was not terrible in this. Like for the 5 minutes he was on screen, he wasn't terrible.
5 minutes.
He didn't do anything bad, but it's like seeing Stern. Like I feel like he had to like try to not tell a joke. He's like, no.
I'm about to have the Tyrese fans cancel us. We already got smoke over that TikTok. So.
This is bad. This review, again, y'all are coming from the standpoint that you actually did enjoy the movie, and you're not giving the most positive.
He asked for the bad stuff first.
Craig says the whole point was that he gave into his urge to feed and no remorse. Now, I understand the feeding for no remorse part. I get that. But when you're walking around and like you're in bar, like he's getting into like a bar fight at whim, he's talking to a girl and murdering people.
Bro, don't forget the dancing, bro.
Or the dancing, like he's just murdering people that piss him off. I don't see him like urge. He doesn't ever look hungry. So like he's never.
Yeah, you pissed him off. You know, I mean, did he end up killing them? The dudes at the bar? I think
yes, he slaughtered all of them. Horrible.
Yeah, it's like shit.
Horribly. Just killing random people just cause. Yeah. Outside of that, as far as Jared Leto's performance, getting to something good, I feel as though this character, I don't really see a lot of other people playing him. I feel like he at least aesthetically, he fits him as the look.
Mm-hmm.
And then in regards to the acting, I feel like he didn't do a lot of job. Like to me, I think the thing that made this movie really bad was the screenplay. Like a lot of the lines, like the whole. Even from the trailer, they had it in the scene where he was like beating up some guys for their meth lab, and they were like, "Who are you?" He's like, "I'm Venom." I'm like, "If you don't stop, you stop." And the script is just really cringy. Like almost what when we talked about *Malignant*, and there's that at the first 5 minutes, there's that one scene where you just know we knew. And you told Otis to watch it. We were like, Otis, you're gonna cringe at this exact moment right here. Like you just know. There's a couple of those moments throughout this movie where you just like universally is cringy as hell.
Right.
What do you?
Because that scene in *Malignant*, when you watch it, you think the very first scene, you think, oh, this is clearly not a real scene in the movie. This is clearly someone in the world of the movie watching a bad hokey movie.
Right.
And then you find out that that's actually a real scene. It's like, how is this possible? So, are you saying that Morbius has scenes that bad?
Not to that extent, extremely wise, but it just has. In the same feel of that, is bad universally.
Oof. Okay. Well, that's a man.
What do you think of those?
I mean, I just really think that they didn't bother like making the characters be characters. Like Morbius is not Morbius; he is Jared Leto. Tyrese was Tyrese. Like Lucian felt like the only person that was in character, but even him, he was just like he was more so a plot device to make it seem like it's such a bad thing having the virus that Morbius made, more so than like actually being his own person. He's just like the dark side of desire, essentially. But I mean, even still, like that's a better villain than Ego from Guardians 2, or for the Mandarin Part Run from Iron Man 3, or Whiplash from Iron Man 2, or Malekith. Like, I mean,
I got smoked a lot of Marvel.
but I'm not wrong though. Like, I am not wrong.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
Another point
yeah.
I like to bring up is the Bechdel test with like I think she
I
nails that
don't think so.
tremendously. 'Cause she literally does
I,
nothing but assist.
No,
wait,
like it's not a it's the way
that's
the Bechdel tag works. It's not like a character that passes it. It's just the
yeah,
movie itself passes it, and the
right.
movie. I don't know if it does. I
It
don't
does
know if
not.
Let
there's
me,
a point in time where there's two women having a conversation not about a
yeah,
man in this movie. I don't think that happens.
She doesn't do
yeah. That's
anything outside of assist him in doing more. Like,
but
Hmm.
that's okay. You can still pass the test when doing that. But I guess the way the test breaks down is, let me ask you this: are there at least two women in the movie that have a name and that have a conversation with each other
I
about something
honestly,
besides a man?
I honestly can't think of another woman in this movie besides.
Okay, so probably it probably doesn't pass the test.
It's not.
Okay.
What is her name?
Doctor, like it's like Spanish, right?
Yep, sure is.
I don't.
She was such an irrelevant.
Just, bro, nothing but get
She was just there. She was just there to make it a more tragic story for Jared Leto.
And the
This
bad
is
thing is, even worse thing is, they like gave her vampire powers. Like she died and then she popped back alive. Like she's gonna be a new
mm,
thing going forward.
mhm.
And I'm just like, bro, you didn't even give her development here. You don't like think with her going forward that she's a vampire?
I mean, she can't be any worse than Woody Harrelson.
Probably yes. Honestly, like, at least Woody
But
Harrelson is somewhat.
because Woody Harrelson has like a personality. I mean, it may be weird and not make sense, I guess, but he has a
Well, put it
personality.
this
Does
way,
this female
Woody,
doctor have a personality?
Woody Harrelson in Venom 2. That's specifically, not in general, because I think Woody Harrelson's a good actor, but
Yeah, I agree.
he was not a good Carnage.
I
He
still
was
take
It for
that over
the
watching her do anything. Sorry.
was she boring? Is that what the
at
She's
problem
just
was?
she doesn't do anything.
least she's pretty.
I'd rather see Woody Harrelson in a bad wig than watch a pretty girl do nothing.
Oh, like,
Nothing.
Well, that's
Nothing.
interesting. That is interesting. I don't know if I've ever heard that in my life. I'd rather watch Woody Harrelson in a wig than watch a pretty girl do nothing. That's wow.
I'm
That's
sorry,
interesting.
bro.
Okay.
If you're not bringing
Like,
No,
any
bro,
no,
kind of
that's
value
fine.
towards something,
okay. We know how horrible of a movie Jennifer's Body is. You watching that or Venom 2?
Yeah, that's kind
I
of the
watched.
idea.
I have like weird things that make that movie like thing that I watch, and that's more so because of my trans. When that movie came out, going through that weird puberty phase, I was like,
So he
oh
making
damn,
excuses.
I know I'm not gay now.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
that was a weird point in time in my life. So there are things about that
Right.
movie I cannot speak about on this
They're
podcast.
called titties. That's what it's called, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Oh my
But
god!
we've all had those moments where like, oh, okay, yeah, now I know how I feel about things because of that. That right there just made it very clear.
But the women in Jennifer's Body were like the main protagonists. They did.
That's what, well, okay.
But that, yeah,
like,
they are. They are
They
the
didn't
only
do nothing.
protagonists. Yeah, I mean, it's written by a woman. It was directed by a woman.
I'm sure she's
starring
just gonna
women.
be going vampire in people, just like Lucian was, except it'll be a woman, and they'll probably be more organized. Like,
Just control. They made it look like she had control.
yeah, she probably, well, she'll still be vampire-ing. Like, she's gonna eat people and probably make more vampires and stuff. Like, she's gonna be doing vampire stuff.
Yeah.
Where does
Wait, what?
Is it
I
Zendaya?
didn't say anything about Zendaya.
Who said-
It's by
who
Jennifer's
said
Body.
Zendaya? Did someone say Zendaya? What's Zendaya?
There's in Jennifer's Body. She's a I promise.
Zendaya's like 10 years old when the movie came out. Probably. She's too young.
I don't even think she was 10. Is she? Well, she might.
She might
be.
have even
That's
been.
cool.
Yeah, she was young.
She's
She was
like
really. She was itty bitty.
25.
Is she
Is she
that
that
old?
old?
She's like mid 20s.
She may be mid 20s, but she was definitely. It's before her time as far as acting. She wasn't acting, I mean, she was
Which I mean, she
15.
was, if you want to call
Yeah, shake
what
it up.
Disney Channel, if you want to call Disney Channel acting.
When did she get onto? I know this is way far off the tangent of
Right.
tangents, but like, when did Zendaya hit on Disney? Was
She
she like
had a
a
show
She's
called Shake
like
It Up that she did
9.
with Bella Thorne. That was their show. They were like
Gotta shake it
dance
up.
choreography.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying when was that?
That was like
Mhm.
I had to be like 7.
Put it this way, I was still in high school when I was out, so that was a while
It was
ago.
probably like
Okay,
08, 09.
but I can't imagine them putting that little, Disney star in in Jennifer's body. Seems counterintuitive.
Anyway,
Charge didn't happen.
with this,
Let me put it this way.
I have
Put
no
it
idea
this
what the
way.
topics
All right,
were.
I'll give you. Are you watching Sucker Punch or are you watching Venom 2?
You can watch Sucker Punch with the Venom with the music turned.
That's the
if
one
you
with
just have the audio turned off.
that's the one with the blonde girl, right? With the hammer or whatever.
Yeah, the blonde girl.
But she's
Yeah,
like
she
in
had
some kind of dream
kinda-
world or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen parts of it. I haven't seen that in totality.
Yeah, it's a
You
lot of.
don't need to.
You can watch it. Watching is not bad. It's listening to it and the weirdness. It's like, all right, it's a great movie to have on the background where you put on like some other music kind of a thing.
Like like in the stores when they have like the display going and you just have the
Yes.
stuff muted. Yeah, that is a perfect music to do that too.
I completely agree.
Because boy, you don't want to hear any of the none of it. Not a word.
Not even a little bit. It's
I
yeah,
think
it's
the points for this movie. Honestly, with this movie, there's not a lot to talk about. It's like it was bad. A lot of the bad points are glaring. Another good point I will say, I think CGI fight scenes were pretty.
The CGI was on point.
Yeah,
it looked better than Black Panther.
Some people didn't like
So
it.
what-
I've seen
so-
other
so-
videos. People say they hated it. But I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So the thing is, one thing I noticed in watching just the little clips and stuff that I saw of it, it seems like they're doing that kind of that effect where they go real fast, then they go real slow, real fast, and they go real slow, and it kind of like it's a lot of like because they're trying to show he's moving in the so fast and you can't see him at times. So it also, I'm guessing they might be kind of cheating where you're trying to like you can't tell what's happening. It's a little
You can tell what's
unclear.
happening to it.
No, it's clear enough where you can still see what's happening in the fights and stuff. Like they didn't cheap out that way.
Okay.
And the shots are good. Like
Okay.
whenever they was slow mo down, the shots in that scene.
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot of the night shots look really well. Even the shots with the bats look pretty good. Like the cinematics in this are like movie quality. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't cheap out on it. The soundtrack wasn't terrible. Like the tones for it, like I guess it felt like it matched there. It wasn't like just random janky sounds playing like in some of the movies that you see. Like there are things in here that make it a movie. It is indeed a movie. Like there's
Good.
Start, middle, end, rising action, falling action, like the resolution. It has those things, but I feel like a lot of Marvel movies don't have
There are
those. So
climax
that,
in this movie.
It's interesting that Marvel movies don't have that. Okay, that's interesting.
I do not think all of them do, but that's another episode.
That's not the whole episode. Yeah, it's not another episode.
The climax of this is when Lucian gets his whatchamacallit, his powers for sure.
Is that a climax though?
Yeah, like when he was walking out of Morbius's cell
Right.
and like left his cane in there. That's for sure a climax. That is for sure a climax.
Yeah, I get it. I feel like the pacing
It
was a
was-
little off too. I feel like the pacing. I feel like it took a little bit to get going, but once it got going, it's sped ramp. Like this movie, like it feels like it goes on forever in the beginning, but once you get powers, it goes quick.
So is there I guess the thing is, does the plot really? Do you care at all about the plot? Like,
No.
I'm guessing the idea is Michael Morbius is a character who, I'm sickly, I need to find a cure. He finds some kind of serum, or it helps develop some kind of a serum, which helps him, and he's kind of out just destroying. What the reviews said is that they try to make a point to show he's a hero, so he only kills bad guys or mercenaries and drinks their blood. And the cops themselves, like, yeah, we don't care because they were bad guys, they're mercenaries, we don't care that they're dead, more or less. So is it that is his objective basically just to kind of, is he trying to protect the city, or is he just doing his own thing, killing whoever he wants?
None of the above. So what it was
None of the
is,
above.
he made the, of course he made the serum to survive. His best friend also has the same, sickness that he does.
Like an autoimmune disease.
Yeah, he takes it and goes on a killing spree, making it seem like Morbius is the one that was killing everybody. But it was his friend essentially.
Okay.
Like even Morbius thought that he was
Milo.
the one that was killing people, and then he finds out that, oh yeah, it was me. I killed your nurse friend. My bad. I was hungry.
His name was Milo. His real name's Lucian, but
Hmm.
Jared Leto gave him the name Milo, and they call him Milo throughout
Hmm.
Okay.
the movie.
Okay.
It's weird. Here's the thing. Sony is trying to do this thing where they're trying to make like a Sinister Six movie where they're making all these like Venom and Michael Morbius and make things bad.
Not just
But
that, they're
like
making it Spider Verse.
they
That's what
don't even
they're
make them
calling
villains. Like I will argue, like all they like with Venom and Morbius, they're not even bad. Like they don't even kill people, and the people they kill, they inherently make sure that the people they kill are evil. Like even in the when Morbius, when he kills people on the boat, they make it a point in the movie to be like, oh yeah, they were just mercenaries that probably did a bunch of other evil things. They don't really
it.
care.
I'm sure they're gonna do the same thing with the Craven movie when that comes out.
Which should be better. I hope it's better. Kraven's a much better character, in my opinion, than Morbius. But we'll
Yeah, they're
see.
trying.
Hmm?
It's weird. They're trying to set up a team of villains, and none of the villains are actually villains. They just
Mhm.
like
Like I say, it's more so they're setting up the Spider Verse than actually like the
Then
Sinister
Sinister
Six.
Six,
I'm,
yeah,
I'm
which
not
is a
even saying that
problem.
they're trying to do the Sinister Six full
Right.
on, which is kind of weird. But the Spider Verse is that is for sure something that they're trying to build towards. They want to have multiple movies dedicated to these anti-heroes essentially, and I don't
Yeah,
know
they're more
why.
they're doing
they're
too
more
much shit.
anti-heroes.
They're doing a DC shit where like they're just making a bunch of origin movies without developing the characters. And
But
actually,
they're doing almost they're doing even worse because with this they're still with the DC universe. They were like trying to put too many parts together in the same, kind of smashing them all together too quickly.
mm,
With this, they're still separate for the most part, but they're still not. They didn't put their best effort towards them. Like Venom and Venom 2 weren't the
they're not
best
separate.
efforts for Venom.
Venom, I'm pretty sure. I
Morbius.
think Venom and Morbius are in the same universe.
No, I mean they're in the same universe, but Venom, he has his own movies.
Right.
Right.
Morbius is his own movie until the very. I mean, spoilers. We've seen it in the trailers, except for the cameos. So I mean, it's like they're at least giving these characters their own movies. With Batman and Superman, that was second in the
Yes.
DC universe. It's like that's way too fast. And then you throw Wonder Woman there too. So it's even worse in some sense that they actually
And
are
Flash.
giving these
Flash was there
characters.
too.
Yeah, oh my god.
What up, Ice
But
God? Ice God 51 says, "What's up, Blurgs? What's up, my man?
what up,
So,
man? What
New
up?
face, new face. We love new faces here."
Yeah, welcome aboard. But anywho, I haven't seen the movie, so I can't proselytize. But all I'm saying is that I am still looking forward to seeing Craven because I do like that character more. Do y'all know who they cast to be
nope.
I
Craven?
don't know the name. I know they started filming. Pretty already.
They've already started filming.
Yeah,
That's what I
we
heard
talked about it on
too.
the show like
Yeah,
a
I
week
heard
or
they
two
started
ago.
filming. Yeah,
It
they
was
were
a,
at
it
least
was,
deep
it was,
in pre-production already.
bro. It was a
filming,
topic on this show on a live show.
Yeah,
That we
yeah.
were filming it.
Yes, I
I,
brought that was
I don't
the
even know.
topic.
I don't know how I
We're
missed
deep in
that.
We talked
pre-production.
about it.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
talking about it being in production, but I don't remember anything talking about they were actually filming it.
I
I
said
think we may have said we're deep in production. I'm not sure if we
no,
said
no, no.
filming. The
I
word
know this
filming.
verbatim. What I said was they're in production, but they had already filmed one chase scene already in London.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah,
couldn't
I
remember
probably
that.
ignored that second part.
Okay,
Yeah,
but yeah, I know we said they're in
yeah.
production.
They're filming already.
That makes sense. That makes. I mean, that's cool. I'm the actor. I always saw as Craven the Hunter. I know they didn't choose him, but I could always see. Do y'all know Luke Evans? He's in that movie Dracula, the story
Hmm.
untold. He was also
Yeah.
Gaston.
Is he playing the main? Is he playing Dracula?
No, I don't think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know who they cast. But I don't think they cast him.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
could
it was
always see
him.
him
Yeah, yes.
playing Craven. He seems the most like a
He's
Craven. I
also
think.
in the the Five Armies,
Yes. Yes.
and
He's the bard, the bard
hmm
salesman in the Hobbit
yeah,
movie. Yeah, it's him.
That
That's
big
him.
white Russian dude.
And they could get a big one. I don't want because Craven isn't just a big guy. He's actually there's a lot to
intelligent
him as
guy.
far as
He's a
personality. Yeah,
scientist. Yeah,
yeah. He's a scientist. Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know who's doing. I don't. They're probably gonna make him good again. I don't even know who's hunting the whole time. He's not Spider-Man. I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes. I don't have a lot after watching Morbius. I'm just waiting for the crossover to like as bad as Morbius was. He would be sick to see in a crossover show or movie with like Moon Knight and Blade, like to have that Midnight Sun
Yeah, that team. Yeah,
fire in
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Mm. I mean,
I
any
I'm
of the
sorry. Go ahead.
human level people are getting fucked up by him though.
Oh yeah,
Like Hawkeye doesn't want the smoke. Well, Black Widow's gone, so never mind her.
Yeah. Well, that one is the other one is back. Her sister. Her
But
sister.
yeah, she don't want the smoke either.
shit. Anyone that's not a like
Haw-
a like cosmic level threat don't smoke with that man. His powers look broken.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't say cosmic level, but I mean, if you're not at least like above Captain America level, you don't really, you don't really want to see
Cap
that
get
guy.
fucked up by this man. I'm sorry, Captain one knows.
Because we do like you say, we're doing supernatural beings. These are supernatural. They're not. Yeah.
He's more
So
he's supernatural, but it's more science, I guess. Like
science doesn't
Yeah, I
make you
mean-
fly
yeah, like
or
his powers, like
disappear.
the serum he makes is purely it's just gene splicing.
Yeah,
Like he's
Yeah,
taking
but what it
bad
does
ge-
to him-
he's taking bad genetics and putting in human genetics. Nothing.
Right. But the
supernatural.
effects the effects it has are cannot be explained with science. Like he's flying.
yeah, like that.
That's
The
not-
cloud
that's not
effect
science.
that comes off
Yeah.
of him with the I don't know, like that's not science.
No, it's not
That-
magic.
It's not magic. It's just like I don't
No,
know.
It's
It's
science
I
fiction.
don't-
It's science fiction. It's still science, but it's science fiction.
Fair. I guess the idea is it's the bat DNA combined with his DNA that gives him these abilities, but it's not.
I haven't seen anything else.
It's.
that, like,
I mean, the thing you got to remember with science fiction is that it's fiction. It is fiction. So
Mhm.
it's not. It's not actual science. Yeah.
but I know it's not magic.
No.
Gene splicing. But
Well, so because in this world we have, or in the world of the Marvel and stuff, there is magic. There are those things that exist in Doctor Strange's universe and everything too. So there actually are distinctions amongst them to keep in mind.
that universe. This one.
Yes. Yeah.
This universe
Right.
they try to. It seems like they're trying to base a lot more.
Well, the thing is, they're kind of the same universe. Remember, Spider-Man that's supposedly kind of in this universe, kind of
He is
also
now.
that. Yes, but Doctor Strange was part of that universe too, in a way, which
Universe?
was a
no.
the
Because
no way
thing
way
is, like,
home.
so with that No Way Home, like that's when they separated the Sony verse and the Marvel verse,
Fair.
and like there's a post credits. Well, there's a scene in there that shows Michael Keaton coming over to that universe.
Yes.
I thought they were already
Right.
separate.
No, because remember Michael Keaton was in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah, he was
Along
in
with
the
Iron
he was in
Man.
the MCU's technically,
Yeah, he was
and
in Iron
now
Man.
he's officially over in the Sony verse.
Yeah, now he's over there, but he started off. His,
Yeah, and
He started off in the Homecoming.
MCU.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It
and
was MCU. That's where and Iron Man was in that. With
I'm talking
Tony
about the
Stark.
Sony verse, like a lot of the Sony verse stuff they're trying to base. Like outside of Venom being an alien, like a lot of the other stuff. Like if you look at like the Amazing Spider-Man stuff, like all their stuff is relatively based in like science.
Those ones were the
Magic.
Maguire and the Garfield ones were, but since it got to Holland, it's such a huge because Holland originated in Civil War,
Yeah.
which was already in the massive MCU, which had all kinds of things going on. So when he came over to having his own stuff with the more Sony based movies or the Sony stuff, all that stuff was kind of carrying over there. There's no distinction amongst them.
Well, he wasn't in a.
Yeah,
It was a joint project, but he wasn't in that.
Like,
What do you mean?
no, like the first time
first
Tom
thing he
Holland is
appeared-
ever on screen is in Civil War. Like that is the
MCU
first time-
That's what I'm saying. Like
Right.
he's in the MC. He's not in the Sony verse. Like Venom,
It was a
Morbius,
crossover.
and that's a
the
different universe.
Venom, the Sonyverse didn't exist until Venom. Technically, that was the first one in the Sonyverse.
We know that
In the-
we know though from the Venom crossing over, like that was a different universe. Like, they didn't show it on screen, but
Yeah.
if you're going off the timeline they're creating, that universe existed. It just wasn't. We weren't paying attention.
Because it gets weird and muddled because
That's
you
what I'm
do
saying.
see
Like Venom was
you
the
see-
first one in that universe.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that
what
was the yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
I'm saying.
because they do show in the No Way Home spoiler alert, they do show Tom Hardy, aka Eddie Brock, sitting there like, what's going on? What is this? And he came over from another universe, but he's there like in that movie too. So it's really messy because there are separate universes, but there's a collision of them briefly, and then they separate again. So it's hard to say what carried over, what didn't. What's it's kind of just a mess in some sense.
Are there any more thoughts about the critics?
Uh,
There's not a lot to say about it.
it's forgettable, but it's nowhere near as bad as critics are saying.
I think what it is though is that I think you said that people did have a hate boner for it. Fair, very
No,
fair.
I said you had a hate boner for it.
No,
Oh, I do, yeah, but
people
other people
should
do
have
too.
had
I'm not by myself. Trust me, I'm not by myself. When I was in the movie theater last night, when I saw everything everywhere all at once, and we passed by the Morbius screening, whatever. You can see the banner there, and there are people there are other people that weren't with me and my friends that were walking by us. That were walking by it too, and they said that movie, Jesus. That's all. That's what they said. It's like, yeah, everyone is already kind of has hate bonus for the movie. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are. Some people just don't want to see it, and I think people also are getting burnt out with random superhero movies that are just kind of coming out of everywhere. So if you have to try to do something the right way, or people are gonna have a hate boner for the genre as it is. It's just what it is now.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
you know,
Superhero movies will slowly become the new horror movies.
Yeah, and like westerns too.
Oh
yes.
God.
I don't know. I feel like the difference is with the superhero movies. I feel like there's a lot more new stuff being tried early on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like when you
Yeah,
have
there
shows
are
like
lots of
Moon
things they're
Knight,
trying.
at least with the TV shows. It seems like we'll see in the movies when it comes to Doctor Strange. I feel like they're trying more out of the box, unorthodox things. Then with horror, I feel like we had slasher movies, like whatever one trend was in horror, like almost for a damn 5 years to a decade. Like they just built that thing was copy paste.
Yeah, that's
I
kind of the
mean,
origins of it for slashers and
you
stuff.
don't feel like the MCU copy and pasted a lot of
They
their.
did previously, but I feel like now it's very experimental. And I think all the new shows are
True. I mean, but how long did that take for them to do that? Like 15 years, almost 20 now.
it did, but in those 15 years, they probably garnered more money and more success than any ever before. And I feel
True.
like now they're like, now that they've gotten their money and they've gotten their notoriety, they're experimenting. They have the leeway to do so.
Yeah,
Versus
and
they
also in
would've-
the
they-
earlier, I'll also say in the earlier phases, like you said, there's copy and paste, and they were all origin stories, of course. So origin stories they're only going to be so different, and then they get able to kind of mix it up and do different types of things as they progress. Like I mean, obviously, Multiverse of Madness isn't anything like Spider-Man: No Way Home, and that's not the same thing as Guardians of the Galaxy
Mhm.
2, and so forth and so
just
on.
looking at the shows like WandaVision or Captain. Well, maybe Cap and the Hawkeye shows seem more similar than to the past. So like WandaVision, hate or love it, they tried to go outside the box with that show.
Yeah, it's very different.
Moon Knight, they're going outside of the box and trying different
Mhm.
ways with the story.
Right, very different story. Yeah,
Versus with horror, I feel like I feel like horror they're trying that now. They're kind of trying to bring forth a new renaissance with stuff because it's so dragged out, so copy and pasted.
Mhm.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it is what it is. Moving on, next topic. This one is kind of us discussing upcoming anime. I know me and Otis have probably talked about this a little bit more than with Otis with in regards to the anime coming out, the likes of Chainsaw Man, Kaiju number 8. I was like, you said you had a list.
Spy Family. We could just focus on those are well. Kaiju number 8 is still a ways away. Same thing with Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, when is that supposed to come out? When are those supposed to come out?
Both of those are targeted for, I believe, fall season.
Oh, this year. Okay,
Of this year, yeah. But Spy Family is out currently.
it is.
Spy
How did I
Family.
not know this?
It just dropped Saturday. Yes,
Oh my! Oh, I just dropped. I gotta watch. I know I'm watching. I know what I'm watching. Like, well, you did it.
The
Okay.
first episode was really impressive.
That book is impressive. You read the book?
No, I have not read it, but
Oh,
Felicia's been
okay.
telling me all about it. And
Yeah,
man,
it's
like I
fire.
said, the first episode was fire.
Yeah,
Like
the book's fire.
you can't expect that tone looking at it, but it's well done show. Shield
it's
Hero
great.
season 2 just came out this past weekend as well. I don't know if you guys have seen any of the first season, but
I have not.
it's another typical isekai. But it's a little bit more dystopian because like the place where he's summoned into is kind of against him, and his only
Okay.
weapon is a shield. He has
Nice.
no offensive, like he doesn't have a sword or a spear. He just have a shield and like different abilities that come from that shield as he finds ways to defeat enemies with it. But
I could see Charlie's getting angry as he thinks about Cap.
no,
Eventually wielding a
not
shield.
necessarily like
I'm
he's
better than
not
Cap.
throwing it.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Cap wishes he can do some of the stuff that now Fumi could. Like
No, that's
some stuff that he can do is probably too strong for the MCU.
is it more? It is more mad. It's a fantasy world, so it's
Yeah,
more
and
magical.
it's high
Yeah.
fantasy magic. Yeah.
Yeah, high fantasy. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
fuck Cap.
Okay.
But continue.
Cap shield.
And
Yeah.
fuck that nigga.
But between those two, I think this is going to be a great season. I mean, somehow Attack on Titan is going into its third season of its final season.
I thought that
They
was
got
supposed
another
to
part for
stop.
that?
I thought it was supposed to
doing a
stop
part
at this
3
part.
next
I
year in
could have sworn they
2023.
said the final.
Yes.
That's what
the
they're
final.
doing.
The first part of the final season came out last year.
Right.
They did the second part of the final season, which everybody thought was going to be the end this year, and then
There's
next year is when you get part 3.
So much.
The thing is, there's no point in saying the final season if you
If
split
you have
it up
3
into three.
seasons,
Yeah. That's not as. Do you understand how seasons work? Right.
They don't. Which that's
it's like we
good
can't,
show,
we can't lose this money. We're making too much money here. We can't stop it. Why would we just
Yeah.
stop
I
it?
mean, wait. Who was the It's not Toy. Who are the animators? What's this behind the studio behind them? Do you know?
I don't
it
know
was
which
Toei,
studio it is. It's not Toei. It is
not
not
Toei.
Toei. It's a big studio.
It's got to be a big one, obviously, but I don't know. Who
Is it Bones? It's not Bones. No, let's find out what studio
Bones.
makes
I
Attack
haven't
on
looked it up.
Titan.
For those who don't know, I just kind of started watching it recently. I'm only on season 3. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I have to be aware.
The manga's better until you get to the end when the manga's just terrible. Just oh my god.
I fucked with the anime really heavy.
The first season was stellar, was just amazing, and then it wasn't.
That's when everyone jumped on was the first season, and then the second season is like, well, what's going on here? What happened?
This recent season I've enjoyed at the start, like all the crazy shit going on. They invaded Marley, or what's the league was that?
Yeah, that was last part of this season. This season they aren't doing any of that anymore. It's different.
From what I've seen, I don't know. Again, it's weird because this is one of those shows where like I watched it really hard early on and knew everything about it, and then took a huge break, and now I gotta try to remember character names and character motivation and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's how it was for everybody because the first season came out in 2013. The second season didn't come out until 2018, 2019. So,
That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy.
Why? I didn't know that was that big of a gap.
Yeah,
That is
bro.
crazy.
Jesus. 5-year
Yeah.
gap from the first to the second.
Yeah, 5 years.
Oh my god.
Like movies have shorter
And
gaps.
in that time span, people kind of forgot like the quality of the show. Like you just like they just focus so much on the hype of it. They forgot like, oh, this was this good before, and now it's not doing those things anymore. Maybe we should not ride this show's penis like this. But I mean, that's just me. But
Yeah.
Animation's still
Yeah.
fire.
animation is still top tier.
Well,
but
that's the thing too. The
story-
animation looks a lot better than the actual artwork in the manga. If you get a chance to see the manga, the artwork in the manga is not that strong. It gets better in parts and stuff of that over time too, but it starts off pretty weak. It's not
Yeah,
that
it's,
great.
it's Mappa. It went from Wit Studio originally to Mappa, and
Yeah,
since it
Mappa's
went
a
to
big
Mappa,
studio.
the
Yeah.
quality of the story took a fucking nosedive. If you ask me.
Right.
Yeah, But these are big name studios. Big name studios.
Well, I got a random question then for this for people in the chat also as well. If you could continue any anime.
Gangster.
Well, yeah, I should have done that for Otis. This is
What'd you say?
gangsta. If you could continue any anime that's been discontinued, whether that's
No,
From
what did you say, Otis? As far as you want to continue?
Gangster.
Oh, Gangsta. Okay. Yeah. And what would yours be then, Charlie?
Black Lagoon.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah. Because that was a pretty short run.
Another one I
Wasn't
put
that
him
many?
on too. You know what I'm saying? Just,
No,
Yeah,
I found
that
that
was
was on
not
my
many.
damn. You're not doing that. I found Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
after I
it's,
recommended to you probably years beforehand, but you're not.
I started watching that like I had to start watching that before I finished that.
No,
Watch
because
that one.
it is showing on your Funimation queue when you finish Black Lagoon, and it was fairly.
I didn't watch
recent.
it on when I first watched it. I didn't watch it on Funimation.
Mhm.
Allegedly,
Mhm.
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Because I found I binged like I watched that really quickly and then watched Michigo X Hachi like right after that. I was like trying to find.
That's not a good one.
I actually still have not
That's a good
finished that. I get to the third episode and it's like I want to do better things with my life.
The ending's pretty
That's a
sad.
good one.
Pretty sad.
It's
I
not
enjoy
bad.
it.
I've heard. I haven't gotten there. I don't think I
Yeah.
will. I'm not
It's not
trying
bad.
to.
It's not for everybody, but
Black Lagoon for sure though.
Black
Yeah, Black Lagoon is the shit.
I've been looking
Yeah,
for the
what's
manga
that?
to try to read the
What
manga,
Revi?
but I couldn't
Her
find
name
it.
Revi?
It's on that app, but I just maybe that app just doesn't work on iPhones.
Probably not.
How long is the manga, like a lot longer, have a lot more, or is it?
I wouldn't say it's a lot longer. It just like ends. Like there is an ending to it, and the anime after the second season, like it doesn't go anywhere. It's not like
Yeah, it's yeah. No, it's fine.
I mean, that's wow, boy. When they got it's crazy because they'll go from like one crazy ass arc to the next. It goes from like the demon vampire twins like Roberta the next
The
arc
nun
after
and
that. I'm just like, God damn, these dudes don't get a break.
yeah,
I
but it
thought,
was
I thought Roberta was way before that.
I don't
I
know.
thought Roberta's first season.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I
I
haven't seen it in a
watched it.
while. But the art style, it reminded me of the kind of like Gunsmith Cats or when I skipped at the end of like that kind of like badass 90s looking gun shooting type of arc. You know, I think it was made a little bit later, but it still has that kind of look to it, aesthetic.
Yeah, Black Lagoon. That's like 2002. I want to say.
Yeah.
Damn,
That's
But
fun.
you know the 90s the 90s hit like really hard in the 2000s in Japan.
the animation pretty good for. I mean, that was-
Mm-hmm.
No, it's still really good. I mean, they put their whole time and effort into it.
I think
I mean,
I
honestly,
mean,
like,
it doesn't look dated.
early 2000s is where they really hit their stride with animation. Like anything before like 2000, I would say like 2002, it's got a little bit of rough because like a lot of that's more so of the hand drawn stuff, where literally every scene is like drawn by hand and flipping between, but yeah, basically.
The cell, old school cells, which is crazy to think about that kind of stuff.
Like that,
Imagine how long it took to make each episode of everything.
But that's the thing; they're all in Japan. They're all overworked. That's part of their MO. It's in their culture. Yeah. So the show, I'm pretty sure. Otis, I showed him the show that I'm actually a fan of. That I wish they would continue. I know they never ever will. It was called Ninja Resurrection. It came out like in the 90s, a couple years after, kind of in the wake of Ninja Scroll with Jubei running around, and the series was very, very limited. It only had like I think like 4 episodes, kind of, or 2 long episodes. But they set up the idea that the first episode, it has the main character Jubei kill off this like chosen one, this savior figure, and when he does it, the episode kind of ends in the epilogue where you see that character rise to become he goes from being the chosen figure to almost like a god to becoming a horrible like, demon essentially. So in the next episode, you see him resurrect a whole army of like a legion of like 4 superpower, like 4 horsemen, and the episode just shows the 4 horsemen like killing off an entire like city, how in an extremely bloody fashion. It would give like Berserker run for its money, and then the episode just ends, and it's pretty much like to be continued. And the thing was, I saw this years and years ago, and I was so like geeked, like oh my gosh, I can't wait to see how Jubei will take down 4 gods basically. And it doesn't happen. It doesn't exist. This was '97, and it hasn't come back. And they ended it. They never did any more. And this was with ADV Films. ADV, which is something that existed before Charlie was born, literally, and they just stopped. It doesn't exist anymore. So it's done. Yeah.
you can choose any video.
Ooh.
Any video game to make into an anime.
Me, honestly, it's gonna be out of the box one, but the Ninja Gaiden game, I'd love to see the Ninja Gaiden game.
It seems very straightforward. Yeah, I'm surprised. Does that not exist?
I feel like they have like animated movies.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
want
it
to see
seems
like actual like I want to see a better one. When they have that was pretty bad. And I feel
Yeah,
like for as action packed as those games are, I think I want like Attack on Titan level like animation for a game like that.
yeah, like a Studio Bones or something. Yeah.
I'm gonna take Final Fantasy.
Don't
I
they? So
feel
they
like
have some, but you want a different. We want different ones.
no, they have like movies. I want a legit anime series on like, all right, give me a series of one, give me a series of two, give me a series of
Right, a
three.
breakdown of each game. I got you. Because they had that animated series too
Mm-hmm.
before the movies, which like because Final Fantasy is always so disparate that the things never connect at all. So the anime that they had, the anime series, was nothing like at all like the games. Nothing at all like the games. Uh, so it's yeah, if they did actual anime based directly on the games, it'd be dope.
Yeah, but for seven, like they'd have to start with Zack because Zack is the superior protagonist to Cloud. I'm sorry.
People are loving them some Zack when the Final Fantasy was zero, or Final Fantasy Seven
Hmm.
Origin Zero, whatever and stuff. Yeah, people love them some Zack.
Zack
We're
is the
starting to hate
dude,
on Cloud.
man. Zack is the dude. Cloud is dry. He is such a dry character.
It doesn't. The thing is, people like Cloud is like so iconic, man. Like he like in the '90s in the gaming world, there was nothing
Hmm.
else. It was Cloud and nothing else. So
These old
I
niggas
don't
talk
I
about
don't dislike
old games.
Cloud. I don't dislike Cloud at all, but Zack.
yeah, no, I
And
feel you. I feel you.
no,
I feel you.
I think it was Crisis Core actually.
Yeah,
Where's
that's before. That was a while back.
Yeah, that's not. It's an older game, but I mean, it's younger than you. It was on the PSP.
Mhm.
Crisis game, that was the one with the super suits, right? Yeah, like
Did it have super suits?
yeah, there was like some kind of government approved like suit or whatever.
Oh, they did. Oh, I can't remember.
Crisis
They might have. They
Core.
might
I
have.
only know about I watched it. Don't you did like some honest gaming?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that might be. It might be. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Zach has gotten because isn't Zach in his own game now? There's his own game now. He has two, right?
Yeah, that PSP one. This is his game. That is his game.
Yes, the current one that's out there that's coming up. Yeah, that's being played now. There's a
Is there a new one with Zach?
yeah, I thought there was a new one with Zach. It's
Is
called
there?
yeah. Look it up. It's like Final Fantasy.
If there's a new one with Zach, I'm buying it like now, like right this
Yeah, what's
second.
it called? Let me see. Hold on one second. It's Final Fantasy. One second.
These old niggas talking about old games. It's crazy.
Well, because this one actually might be a current game. That's the thing. It's not an old game. Because I've actually seen some streamers playing it, but they might be playing an old game. But I thought they were playing a newer game. But I might be wrong. I could be having an Alzheimer's moment. So forgive me if I am. So there's it's a game. Oh, no, I'm thinking of Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. Is that how recent is that game?
That just came out like 3-4 weeks ago.
Okay, now is Zach in that game though?
I
Or is he
don't
not in
think
it?
so.
Okay, he's not in that one. Okay, all right, never mind.
Moving on to the last topic today.
Oh wait, you forgot mine.
Oh yeah,
My choice.
Oh, yeah. All right, what was your
My choice. So my choice for an actual, we're talking about anime, right? An actual legit anime.
Mhm.
I got to go with the classic. I got to go with the Blue Bomber. I got to go give it to Mega Man. Yes, I know Mega Man had some cartoon-ish things in the I think it was the 80s or 90s. Are you talking about a real actual anime that's done well? Actually shows him training and fighting his brothers.
It had a pretty solid anime in the early 2000s. When it came on, it used to come on like right before Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, that's
What was
what I'm
that
talking
one?
about. No, I want a real anime with actual real anime, not some
Watch
kid thing.
watch the actual sub version of that, not the dub treachery. What they did to that, like the actual sub version of that, it's actually worth watching. It's pretty solid.
Yeah,
Mega Man Anti Warrior, the sub though, like
yeah.
just like the sub of Yu-Gi-Oh is not the same as the dub for Yu-Gi-Oh. It is a completely different show.
It's time
Fair.
to
Like there is no
Fair.
Shadow Realm in the actual sub. Like you're going to hell. Like you die. That's
Yeah, there's no home for infinite losers like in Dragon Ball. There's
Well, I
just
thought they
Right.
yeah, I thought they were doing a lot of Egyptian mythology in that. And they was it the land of Elysium?
there's Land of Elysium. Yeah.
Or I can't remember the underworld.
I think it's called Land of Elysium. I think it is.
mm.
I thought
Because
the
they
land of
just had.
Elysium was like almost like Valhalla.
Oh, you mean so? Okay, so the difference between hell and like heaven, not just the actual afterlife.
Nuwa, I think is what it's called.
I don't know. I think it is like the land of the afterlife, but I don't know which.
Right.
I'm not sure if it's good or bad though. I don't know if it's good or bad because they have that in Moon Knight too. The whole idea is there too.
Yeah, I'm just going literally off of like what happens in the sub version of Yu-Gi-Oh. That there you die, you go to hell. It's not to Elysium. There was no Shadow Realm, nothing like that.
Yeah,
Shadow Realm's hard though. I ain't gonna lie. Shadow Realm's hard
yeah. Of
to
course it
beat.
is. It's hell. Hell's never soft. It's hell.
Yeah.
Well,
If you could point me in the direction of my
so we're going to hell ourselves.
Allegedly.
Getting into this last topic, we are gonna. This is like I'm trying to start in these shows, in these live shows, with like kind of like a conspiracy corner type deal. You dig? And this one's in reference to a video that we put out last night. Greg talked about earlier in The Crow. Obviously, we know that movie has known to be the IP is known to be cursed. So my question to you guys are: if you guys had, let's say you were an actor and you were getting a casting call from a movie like The Crow, and it's known to be cursed in its history and had accidents, would you still take the role, or would you try to stay away from it? Are you very superstitious or not?
It's not even, well, I am superstitious to a degree, but I mean, if if there's like a proven thing where like people are dying from something, then I'm just not gonna do it. Like it's just a risk that I don't think is worth taking on. Like for what? Ouch.
Yeah. It's a perfect
Thank
timing
you,
talking
Mc-
about curses and superstitions, and he
McQueen.
gets
One little monkey bumped his head.
But also before that, a black cat like crossed behind him and everything. All kinds of stuff happening here.
Yeah, my cat.
Yeah, he has stuff. I think that the Crow was an interesting case because that one film was very much, the first one was very much cursed, and it seemed like the other ones, I'm not sure how many injuries people sustained in the sequels, but it
The
seemed
other
that
ones are more so just like things not going right.
yeah, right. It's kind of like Poltergeist. That whole franchise had weird stuff happening. There weren't like a lot of casualties, but it was weird stuff happening. But there are times, like we all know, say what you want about about the Zack Snyder Superman. For a long time, Superman was considered to be a cursed character on the big screen because what happened to Christopher Reeves, and then what happened to even beforehand, the George, what's his name, Dev George, the guy who played him in Black and White in the TV show, George.
Hey,
Was it, was,
oh,
was it George Reeves or George something? But the guy that
oh no,
I can't remember his name now, but his career after playing Superman, he couldn't find any work, and then the Brandon Routh, and he played Superman in Superman Returns. That movie got lauded like crazy, and he had problem finding his work, so it was considered cursed. And then Henry Cavill took over, and Henry Cavill took it, and he's able to, despite the movie itself, had a major career because of it. So sometimes taking on cursed work, if it's work, you can still find a way to have it in your
I
favor.
think the difference between the two is that one has like horrific accidents, death behind it, just bad luck. I'm talking about it like the series was like The Crow, where people died during it, which Otis kind of talked about. But people have died and then been critically injured. Where like again, like I think one of the people in the production lost both of their ears.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
Are you still
Right.
working on it, like rather editor or
I probably still would. I mean, it's just, you see that movie had 3 sequels and TV series, so
Mm-hmm.
clearly people still on it. I mean, it's things are going to happen on movies and on production set. That happens all the time. Things are going to happen on construction sites. Things are going to happen in sports. You guys love sports. You guys love basketball. You love wrestling. You know these things.
Yeah, I
You
don't
see
love
injuries
wrestling.
happen all the time. Do you stop playing them because you see them, or because you're
injuries
around
are
them?
different than death. Like, if I saw a nigga have
Of course, yeah,
like
of
a
course.
heart attack, like heart attack happened, like died. But even then, like when you see an injury in an NBA game, like a little bit ago, Yusuf Nurkic had an injury where like I watched this man's leg buckle.
Yes,
I barely
they're
jumped
hard to
off
look
the
at.
ground. I didn't want to. I did not. I swear to God, I did not jump off the ground. Barely.
They're
Like
hard to look
I
at.
walked.
They're hard to look at. Yeah, you did. I watched you walk. Yeah, strong walk. I mean, that's you know that guy in the window that's over there that you can't see. That's me.
What's
Allegedly.
my Bible? What's my Bible?
Allegedly. But you know what I'm
There's
saying
does
though.
the
It's like
Bible like
we're
block stalkers? Like how does, or is that what like the South believes? So like,
Stop holy shit.
he threw it at me.
Yeah,
He threw it at
hit
me.
him with the Bible. Throwing the book at his ass.
Throw the King James in my face. But all I'm saying is that it's
throw LeBron in your face? Wait,
throw the King James, not
yeah, go.
LeBron, the King. What if there was a Bible that just said the LeBron edition? Not yet.
Bro, LeBron had a Bible. His fans are
They might let that
the
go.
hate for this man will never be more high than if this man who had his own version of the Bible.
His haters would. His haters would. But his
All I'm saying
fans
is
would be like,
he
yeah,
called himself King James.
yeah. I mean, he's already called King James. That's
No,
true.
he called himself that and then made everybody else do it.
Yeah, that's already established.
Jesus had haters.
Yeah, a lot of yes, more than he had fans. Much more than he had fans. So,
Yeah, we saw what his haters did to him. Yes, we saw that.
Do what you
Mel
want, Pop.
Thank you, Mel Gibson. You made us see that. Yes.
ugh. Wow, that movie.
Anyway, this
So
we're rambling.
I'm guessing, Dev, that you would not if there was
Hell
a
no.
curse. Okay.
I am very, very superstitious in how I go about things. I feel like I'm I'm an empath, and for whatever reason, I feel like I get really weird when I'm around somewhere that I feel it's like haunted in a sense. Like there are certain like I'll pass certain houses, and I feel like I can feel a presence in that house. It sounds corny, but I swear to God, like I feel like I know when there's like a haunted house or like there's some kind of spirit lingering around. I just get uneasy.
No, I feel you.
With a franchise that has a death, crazy injuries attached to it, I'm like, I'm gonna just chill.
I mean, Batman has some deaths attached to it. If you get casted for a Batman movie, you're not doing that.
There's so many things.
It depends, but Batman, I think there's been so many different variations.
Mhm.
I got like an animated Batman series. There's been a billion. Bro, it's just been like, bro.
They basically are.
Do I ask Nicolas Cage if he feels that Batman is cursed or not?
Wait, you mean Superman? Because he was in Superman.
Nicolas Cage, he's supposed to be Batman. But no, he was gonna do. No, he wasn't doing Superman. You're right. He was gonna do Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Y'all gonna
thank
watch that
God.
Nick
that
Cage
didn't happen. Watching Nick Cage.
I love you want to see that. It's like a movie where he's playing himself. I love you want to see Nick Cage do crazy Nick Cage shit.
That laugh he did. That laugh he did just then is perfect. I do low key want to see it as well. I'm not gonna go to the theater. I'm not gonna pay $20 to see it. But I do. I would gladly watch it like at home on high or something.
Ethan, huh?
At home for free, not pay $20 to see it in the theater.
How you gonna see it at home free?
When it comes out on HBO or something.
Right.
Is that a riddle to you? Do you not use your streaming services at home?
Oh no, I use them.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Okay. you alleged. This boy, we need to cut tape. This guy has lost his mind. Somebody hit him with the head with the Bible already.
Yeah, unpopular opinion. I enjoyed that the Nick Cage Ghost Rider movie. I enjoyed that.
That is an unpopular opinion. Both of them are hard to wow. So this is a guy that likes Morbius.
Second one, not the
that
second
opinion
one.
right there.
The first one, the very first one.
That's
Blackheart.
with Eva Mendes.
My name is Lee. Yeah.
That is. Oof, we need to. We probably need to go ahead and cut tape
Did you
now.
like that Jennifer Garner Electra too?
I enjoyed that. I did.
Oh.
I did.
Oh
my grandpa had that on DVD, and I watched that movie a billion times over.
Charlie,
Niggas with the nigga had the tattoo.
Otis, you're hearing this. Otis, you're hearing this, right? It's not just me. There's evidence.
This man had the Naruto jutsu where he had the art come off his body to go fight. Bro, that shit was hard, bro. I'm sorry. That shit was cold.
Jennifer Garner herself has been like. Jennifer Garner herself has said on the record she didn't know what happened. So it's like the people in the movie are like, yeah, we're sorry.
The fight scenes in that were dope. Story, I can't remember the story to this day. I know she was at a fight, but all I know is she showed up to this house with a bunch of different ninjas, shinobi type niggas.
Well, it's a great show. Happy Sunday to y'all. I want all of y'all to take your families that you love them, take care of them. Yeah, they be good to each other, be good to one another. Charlie's had a long week. Please don't hold this against him. He's a good man. He gets confused at times. He loses track of his car keys. Doesn't know where he's going. Go and kill his mic. Otis, kill his mic real quick. But it's we thank y'all all for coming. We thank y'all all for coming.
There's you.
Yeah, y'all can't hear me. The stream can hear me. I have a different mic for the stream. Niggas.
Oh my god.
You can kill it to the stream, but I can kill it for us. We don't have
We
to
kill it
do
for us. On behalf of Charlie Wilson, Otis East, and Captain America.
Let's not put him in this. Anyway, guys, this has been another episode of the Know Podcast.
Maybe the last episode.
Maybe the last episode, but I'll be a damn good last episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got stuff coming up again. Merch is done. Merch is officially done, so we're gonna have merch coming for you guys pretty soon. Patreon set up, so we're gonna get stuff together, get a drop on for that. So if you guys want to support us on our Patreon and want to support us by getting some merch, that'd be greatly appreciated. We love you guys for it. As well as I want to shout out a lot of the Bay stuff again. What it sound like, the Blur Cartel, Baychan, all the people over there, Black created content. If you like Black people and like supporting Black creators, please over there and support them. And then for us personally, if you guys want to see more of us, more videos that we do, you can find us on YouTube at the Then and Now Podcast, as well as our Facebook page has a link tree there to all the stuff I just talked about before. Is there anything else you guys want to shout out?
No.
Yes.
Echelon?
Of course, Echelon. We actually have. I'm gonna announce it anyways. I don't care, Otis. I'm gonna announce it.
No.
We have a big.
No. I'm
Okay.
being goofy, bro. I'm so
Okay. Okay. No, we have a
definitely
big book coming up very soon. It's debuting its first issue. I literally before the stream started, just finished the last book in the massive 7-issue arc, and the book is debuting coming up in May. We're all very excited about it. It's been a long time coming. I mean, we're almost done, but it's actually have a debut coming out very, very soon. We're all very, very excited about it. So come on over there, check it out.
Greg says, "What's up with loose cannons?" Greg, we're still doing loose cannons. We're trying to make sure that this is that show in particular is going to be not rebranded, but we're gonna work the way
formatting. The formatting.
It's gonna come back a little bit bigger and better.
But yeah, much bigger.
Those aren't going to come as frequent. They're going to be less frequent, but they're going to be a lot higher.
They're much more hype.
Some familiar faces. Hopefully, we'll see how that goes. But people we ask back.
Yeah. We're gonna get Craig back on. Craig deserves a.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because he's actually right now as it stands, he's the reigning champ. He's undefeated. So. Otis, that was hard. That's hard to watch. I had problems editing that thing.
That's just crazy.
That was hard to watch.
Crazy. He did the impossible.
I don't know what's harder is to watch that match that Otis had against Craig, or to watch any minutes of Ghost Rider starring Nick Cage or Elektra starring Jennifer Garner. I don't know.
Otis choking is rarity.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, but like that ended both of their careers to that level. So I mean, it's.
You got Papa Doc, bro. Sorry, Papa Doc.
You got Papa Doc.
You got Papa Doc, bro. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
That nigga said your real name is Clarence. Boy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, when you beat me into the debate, I guess you could talk about it a little bit more. But I mean, that hasn't happened yet. Probably won't.
That shit was
just saying.
I may not have, but that nigga not only beat you, tapped that ass. That shit was funny.
We need loose cannons back. We need loose cannons back.
Oh god.
I'm trying to think the last time Charlie and squared off.
I mean, yeah.
I beat him.
No, you didn't. Stop it. Stop it.
You and I did Django.
In an astounding fashion.
Yes, time skip. Y'all did time skip.
And he was like, tried to say that like the time skips in Star Wars weren't like damning to the series somehow. Like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure O won that round. Yeah, I think O won that round.
But as you were saying though, you were shouting her out.
No, I mean, if we're talking conspiracy theories, like, can we talk about the one that like makes it seem like the Rapture is very close to an alien invasion? I mean, that sounds just throwing that out there.
The Rapture is really close.
Yeah, think about it. Just random beams of light coming down and taking people off the planet. Like,
yeah,
that's a little invasion-y. That sounds like an invasion.
Yeah, but you're throwing Bibles, Dev. You're throwing Bibles at people's faces.
I'm getting my Bible close to my heart.
Oh my God, All right, fair.
I'm
fair.
a good Christian boy from the South. You shall not blaspheme the Bible. Sorry.
You blaspheme when you start championing Ghost Rider with Nick Cage. That's blasphemy. That's blasphemy.
These niggas
Yes.
can't hold me back. Anyway,
I don't even think Nick Cage likes that movie, does he?
I know he doesn't. He said, "I need money." Next debate, Craig, is Ghost Rider. If you can defend that movie,
you really the goat if you can defend that shit, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
You deserve all kinds of belts if you can defend that movie.
Really to go for that shit. Anyway, we're gonna close out. We're rambling now. Thank you guys for tuning
we've been
in.
rambling.
We'll see you guys next week, same time. Craig, 5:30 Sundays every week, same time.
Eastern time.
Eastern time.
Make sure
It's been that Eastern time,
Eastern
right? So
time.
that's 2:30
Western Pacific. Yeah.
You over there, cuz. You over there on that West Coast side, cuz.
Is that a West Coast accent? Bet?
Cali. I'm from Cali, cuz. On 55th.
His
On
brain is
55th.
broken. That boy has had a rough week.
Where's the outro? Can we play that?
that button now. Cut him off hard.
I'll
Give me that boy. Who did you?
We got to get Charlie's take for what he applied for Snowfall, throwing his Western accent out there. We got to see that.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, again, this has been an In and Out podcast. We'll see you guys next week.